and it's in progress. And now I'm going to share my screen. And I was going to suggest let's try to fix this issue because it's been around for a little while and it's not a great issue. So if I am logged in, let me log into, let me demonstrate.
This account is right. Just enter something like that don't exist, like GitLab org foobar, right?
Oh, great idea. Yep, I could do that. I was, yep. GitLab org foobar. Yep. So there's a cool.
This button doesn't work.
This button doesn't work. And the reason this button exists is because this could actually be a valid thing. Oh, I clicked it and it just navigated me to here. The reason it exists is because it could be a valid thing and I just don't have the privilege to it. That's why this button exists.
It'll be a super simple fix.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, what we talked about just a second ago was these buttons, the way that they work to sign out, because it has to be a post. It's doing what we do elsewhere in our GitLab application by adding a data method for post. And I expect that there was some JavaScript picking this up and knew, oh, we're just going to create a form submission for this. And that works on lots of other places in GitLab.com, kind of just out of the box. And I guess it previously used to work for the 404 pages, but it's not doing that anymore. And IP, you have some context maybe?
Yes, exactly. Sorry, I was wondering why you were telling me the same thing twice, but you just did it for the recording. So yep. The thing is, there is a Rails JavaScript thing that picks up automatically based on data attributes and then converts certain links to be post requests. So the thing is, we had jQuery Rails, and because we want to move away from jQuery, we migrated to I think it's now just called Rails UJS. Yes. Yeah. And so the thing is, we also removed it from the main JS. So it's not loaded on every page anymore, but just on those pages who need it. So what this means is that there was no capybara test for this functionality.
It sounds like something we should write too.
Yes. Otherwise, we would have caught this problem, right? Yeah. Because when we migrated, we just checked the most important places and thought, hey, if the tests don't catch it, it's actually okay, right? Because then someone will report the bug and we will have exactly this going on.
Yes.
So it's okay to still use Rails UJS.
Yeah,
like
I would say
but
it's not preferred, but I mean, in some cases like this one, it's probably it's okay, right? Yeah.
So I'm a little concerned if it's not in our main bundle, and the reason is, what if we have a some sort of?
It's been like this for 8 months now, so the train is.
Yes, and I agree. I hear that, but I think it still cannot not be obvious that it's not in the main bundle, and developer could add something to a component that works in one page, but now doesn't work in another page, or even something to a shared
HAML template. Yeah, I think you're right. So you're basically saying if someone creates a form, data method delete or whatever, or even uses in a view component, but it then works on one page, but it doesn't work on the other.
Yeah. So where does it get imported? Just from the? Can you share
the code?
Yeah, let's dive into it. I'm here in the code.
Just search for Rails UJS.
Yes. Here we go.
And wherever this is exported, it's basically initialized, right? So like, just look at the unit Rails. Yeah, you can see.
It is in main.
Oh, it is. So is it executed?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So maybe then I'm actually wrong. And the problem is, can you go back to the page, to the 404 page?
Oh, yes. The 404 page doesn't load anything.
So if the 404 page doesn't load any JavaScript, then that's the problem. Right?
That is the problem.
So what I would suggest we do here, and can you go up in the 404 page again? Scroll up in the.
Is this actually rendered via Rails, or is it a static page?
It's a static page.
Is it?
Right. So
Well, okay.
it usually is in Rails.
Here,
Because if the app is broken, there's just
we have a suite of static pages, and this is not the same one. So there is, all right, there is one that is rendered by Rails. Yep. Okay, yes.
which one are we getting? This?
We must be getting this one because we're getting the errors footer and we get the nice illustration and stuff. This is one of the first things I did at GitLab, was these 404 pages. And I learned that there's interesting relationship to these error pages and also workhorse or whatever proxy we actually hit as well. And so I think that's why there's also these static ones, is there's some sort of weird fallback that happens.
Well, if the whole app is broken, you don't want to just not serve anything. You want to have it be able to have a
Right.
static page cached,
Right.
even if the Rails is not working at all.
And I think that's what happens with this like 500. I think that's why the 500 page looks a lot different than our 404 page too. That's a good point. Right. Okay, but the 404 page, Rails is working.
Rails.
We know that something's wrong, and we are actually rendering this.
We don't have any of these links on the 500 page, so we're good there too.
Yep. This is a good point.
So then the fix is still the same. We basically need to create a JavaScript bundle where we just include the Rails stuff, and we just need to say, hey, and I think we can even do it here in the footer, include this. Because the good thing is if the arrow footer would be used on another page that does the init Rails anyhow, it will not be a problem because the init Rails is just happening once.
Oh, I see. Okay. So we want to, I'm trying to see where we, oh yeah, it looks like we also get this on access not denied. We get the errors footer as well. So you're suggesting, let's just.
Because, I mean, this is basically using the sign out method post thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would suggest it makes sense here because it's using the method post thing to say, hey, on this page, we want to have the Rails UJS.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So you mentioned creating a bundle, and that's where I get a little lost because I'm like,
yeah,
this isn't a page bundle that we usually do. So
yes. So could you go? Is the not found HTML HAML actually the whole page with the layout and everything? No, it isn't, right? So I wonder like which layout is used for this.
I wonder if there's an errors layout. I can also
errors.
Is there errors? Do you see it?
Yeah, errors.
Oh, it doesn't have an underscore. There you go.
Yeah. So you can see it's actually funny here, because it's yielding a title and it's yielding like so there's like no actual way to use one of our helpers, like the add page specific styles or add something here, because there's like no place where you can inject something from the template. Given that this errors footer, so I think we have two choices. Either we extend this to be like, hey, I mean, we could do the same thing.
Kind of what we're doing here with
the problem with just putting it in the header here, like.
Yeah, I would just put it in the header here, probably. Yeah, to be like, hey, and I would create a page specific bundle and call it the arrow bundle, and then I would load this here.
What do you all think of doing something crazy and writing the failing test for it first?
You can do that.
What do you want? What do you want to do, Ibeam? Do you want to fix it and then do that, or?
Nah, we can write the test first if you wanna.
Okay.
Do we have any tests for those?
I don't know. Maybe not any feature tests for it. Let me do a search for that text, because I think that would be how it would. Oh yeah, we do some where we see, we expected a 404 page, but I don't think we have actually tested that 404 page itself.
Maybe not for not found, but maybe search for that's specific sign out? No, that sign out thing will
Oh,
probably
good
be
idea.
there.
Well, yeah, maybe I can search for sign in register. Oh,
That's like show spec.
oh, this is different. Oh yeah. This is gonna be different. Is it gonna be different? Yeah, I think that's different. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm gonna look at file names now. A 404. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get anything. Or not found. Nope. I don't think so. I think we get to do it. That sounds like fun. So I'm going
Trying to
to
unmute. So there's error pages spec. That's not it.
oh error pages. Oh, that does look like it. Chad, you rock. How'd you find this?
Well, you're not going to want to hear this, but in my IDE, I typed feat/error. And it
Nope,
just
I
came
don't
up.
want to hear that. Yep. How did your IDE? How is your IDE smarter than my
It's
regex
fuzzy.
searches?
Fuzzy. It's not a regex.
That's a good point.
Okay. Before do sign in users. So we're actually signing in. Visit not a real page. And now we would write,
Wait, do we actually allow someone to search? Wow, I didn't even notice that search bar there.
Can you search for GitLab?
It's not going to fill anything, but it takes me to the search. That's cool.
Cool. That works.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Okay, but then here we're just saying it shows nav links.
You want to do a really stupid thing, though, without Rails, UJS, and whatnot? Why don't we wrap that little thing in a form then, right? That does it. It's much easier than,
Yep.
including the JavaScript and so on. But the test here should be pretty simple. We say, hey, click the button that says whatever.
So I'm going to add it to the shared example one.
Do we have that on a 403 as well? Yeah, we're rendering it on 403 as well. Yeah.
User can sign out.
Then click link.
This is my action. I'm going to click the button for this lovely title. And I would expect, how can I expect that the user is signed out?
I mean, you're probably going to be redirected to the login page.
Okay. And I can maybe look for the current path. I would expect
page location.
Page to have. Oh, look at this regex. Isn't it?
I don't think you need a sign in. Yeah, it's something.
Is it something like that? Oh, it's checking my browser.
Yeah, that's super annoying.
Oh, I'm already signed in. Well, I think that was it.
Yeah.
Come on, GitLab, you know me.
Yeah.
That should be sufficient.
Yeah.
Do we want
to work through it? Is there going to be a redirect in the middle that's going to mess that up?
Well, the post to sign out, I think, is going to redirect to sign in. I would like to add the assertion that we did sign out. I don't really know how to do that here. I don't know. I don't know how to see if I've actually signed out or not. Oh, maybe we can see. Maybe we could see what expectations we use for the sign out. Feet. Sign up. Sign out.
Maybe log out.
Oh yeah. Feet. Log out spec. Oh yes. Current path to equal. Oh, well, that sounds like a nice way to do it. I'll probably copy that one.
Yeah.
It looks like that's the only way we do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't check the cookies or anything like that. And it's unlikely that anyone would ever change the implementation to redirect them to the login page without signing them out.
Yep. Yeah, that's the bit I'm not super excited about, but I think it'll be okay. So let's run our failing test. And let me. Yep, we've loaded the GDK. But you're saying maybe let's just wrap this in a actual form. That's what you're thinking.
Yes. I'm saying, you know, change the GDK running. Yeah. I'm just saying, because that's actually what Rails UJS kind of does, right?
Yeah.
Like,
so
why not make this thing a real button that's inside a form, and when you click it, you submit the form, and then you have the.
I did remember, now that you bring it up, I remember seeing if that was possible. And because we also don't have access to all of our CSS here, a button's gonna look like a button.
So in the worst case, we can make it an A that triggers the JavaScript on the, because we had some inline JavaScript on that page, right? In the worst case, we can make it an A. If you click it, it submits the form.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm even down with, we can even drop here in this JavaScript that one bit of code that does form submissions. We don't even have to create a whole page bundle if we don't want to. I'm down with. We can
exactly. I mean, because it's really
got a test for it, so it's
exactly. I mean, why overcomplicate it, right? Like maybe we add a little empty form here, and then you just submit it with the thing. And I mean, we can call the form sign out form or whatever.
Well,
but could you try to maybe hardwire the form? I mean, we can worry about the styling and moving it to JavaScript later on.
Yeah.
But could you try out here with the form if it actually works?
Oh, you want me to do it? Oh gosh, sorry. You want me to do it here?
Yeah, that's also fine. I mean,
so if I do this and I make I gotta edit some HTML. Form action.
Yeah.
Is this right?
Yeah. Method equals delete.
Is it delete, really? Wouldn't
it is. Post. Yeah, sorry, it's post. Yeah.
Actually, removes the user. That would be really sad. Yep. But this is going to be a type submit.
Yep.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Boom.
Oh, you're such a hacker. Such a hacker.
So it sounds like we just need to create a browser extension.
No, we just need Paul, right? Every time someone wants to sign out, they get a Zoom session with Paul, and he.
Oh, there you go.
Manually changes the.
That's funny.
You stopped the screen share? Didn't you?
I did, because I'm re-signing.
Typing the password. Yes, makes sense.
Just trying to be completely safe. Okay. I'm re-sharing my screen. So yes, doing and that's technically what the Rails UJS is doing.
Yep, and the anchor is just like Lucas said, submits the form.
Yep, 100%. Man, these tests are giving me.
You started with Spring or just?
I did, but I haven't started Spring yet. So
yeah, okay. Yeah, takes like. I recently contributed to some other Ruby project, and I was amazed how fast RSpec can be. Like some triage ops or whatever, right? That's like, oh, what? The tests ran, because I'm so used from the GitLab project to start the tests and walk away, make a coffee.
Loading the Rails stack. Like in modern Rails, there's like the RSpec helper that loads the whole Rails stack, but there's like the plain one that doesn't load the Rails stack, And if you can write a pure library class that doesn't need Rails, which is rare, but if it's just pure Ruby logic, that will run instantaneously. But with
I mean, additionally, here's like with the setting up Gitterly stuff, right? If you don't have any logic around, hey, for these tests, you don't need Gitterly. But I had that same problem earlier, and I don't know, if it's a database problem. Yeah, I had it earlier, and I'm now stuck running GDK update.
Oh no. Oh yeah, I was trying to see if masters was broken, but I might need to update my GDK. Man. All right.
Do you need to? Maybe we can just implement it and push it.
Let's just do it. I'm pretty sure this test,
because we just have 22 minutes left, right?
Yep. I agree. So let me sign in. Let's just fix this. Here we go. We're signing in, and I'm gonna go to garbage foo. Okay, this is the button that doesn't work. So what I was saying I would be fine with is just adding, the 1 or 2 lines to make a data method work. Just whatever Rails UJS does, we could just, kind of copy that over here.
The problem is that it will basically create a form, do the form wrapping.
It does all that, yeah.
Yeah, but that's like a lot of code that we could also solve by just adding an empty form that we submit after the click, right? So I would, you're the driver, right? So you have no say what to do.
I think as a navigator, you have say. I think the driver is like, just tell me what to do.
So I agree with IP. We should just like make it a simple form, and then an anchor link with that submits the form.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do it. So here.
So is it 2 places? We're gonna have to duplicate this on the 2 pages, but that's okay.
No, it's actually, I think it's in the from the footer.
Shared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm here, and I'm gonna go action goes to destroy user session path.
Yeah. Method. Post.
Maybe like ID.
Yeah. Sign out form.
Is that, you feel good about it?
Yeah. And I would add the JavaScript even here in the footer, because why not? Like,
I would almost, I'm about to propose something really.
Yeah.
You're gonna take away my
inline JavaScript.
Yes.
I would love it.
That's what I was gonna say. Just put it in that.
Yeah.
IP's gonna take away my maintainer badge.
No. I have no power to do that. I'm not a maintainer myself, but it's like, hey.
It's in these pairing sessions, and this is a good thing, and I'm not gonna stop doing it. But sometimes I'll brainstorm ideas. Yeah. Just like, I know this is a bad idea, but why not? Like, let's.
Yes.
Anyway. But some people are like, man, I can't believe you suggested that. I was like, dude, we're brainstorming.
It's so bad that I'm actually not. I don't know how you write inline.
It's on click, man. Yeah, on click.
Yeah. Not href JavaScript :
Oh no, not that. That would be bad.
Okay.
But speaking of href, the href I guess would be that. And then the on click would
be a function, arrow function.
Well, we just call it. It's document get element by ID. Oh gosh, sign out form submit.
Do you need to prevent the normal event?
Well, that's why I have the little thing.
Okay, good.
But that's a good question.
Get element by ID. Yeah, it's cool. That's even IE9 compatible. I love it. Should that technically be inside the form element? Or, I mean, I know it doesn't matter, but
oh, I did something wrong. I've done something wrong. Look at what's happened here. No, what's wrong with you? Why is my href?
Can you go back to the code?
Yeah.
How does link to work? I think you don't need to write href. You just need to write.
Oh, you're right.
You just need to write like
Oh, thank you. You're so right. That's what I want to link to. But then I must have to do something else to be able to just
Probably with the link to, you just have to put it in the curly braces.
Oh, you think like I'm just passing an object or something?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I do really like all the documentation there is for the Rails.
Oh no, you need the on click is just a colon. You just do colon on click, and then also an arrow.
You mean this one?
Yes.
Aren't those equivalent?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me try this one out, and because I did get rid of my little href thing.
Yeah, looks good.
Oh yes, it sure does. Boom.
Yeah, I don't think you have to switch over to the Rocket form. I bet it
Cool.
works the other way.
Works. Perfect.
It works. Do we like the inline JavaScript?
Yes, I love it. It's a 2-line fix for a bug that probably not a lot of people meet, but like, hey, maybe, if I could suggest, I would leave a comment above, like, we don't have Rails UJS here. That's the reason why we do it inline. And yeah.
Okay. We could also add a 1-line JavaScript thing here.
Yes, that's also what would be nice. Like,
do we want to just do that? Like we can just add
it's a little bit nicer, and it will be loaded anyhow. And it's like, hey, document query selector for the link, and then we can say, I would, that sounds. It will then be 4 lines, but it will look a little nicer, right?
Let me go ahead. Let me just try that out, doing it from here, because I can even understand if down the line we want to lint against inline JavaScript or whatever, this would come up. Like, let me just see if I could do it this way.
And to be honest, like, if we do that and want to get rid of the plain JavaScript text, for example, this will also be easier to find and to migrate than having it as an on-click on the link, right?
That is a brilliant idea, point as well. So I actually think, because the click is going to bubble up, I think I can actually just add this click to the body.
Yeah, but event listener, then you still need to filter for the ID, right? Like, or something. So why don't add it to the ID, to the link directly?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I was about to do something just way more generic, but I see. It's easier if I can just query selector.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's do it.
Yeah. You have a typo in document.
Do you not have to type document out?
No, you have a typo in document.
I
document.
Thank you. So I'm going to query for, I'm going to call this, instead of all of that,
sign out form trigger.
Form.
Why are you generalizing so much? Like,
am I too generalizing? Am I generalizing too much?
I don't know. Feels a little bit like it. But no, maybe it's okay. Like, data form. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay. There's a for each for one link. So maybe you're generalizing too much. Just saying.
Once again, I agree with IP. Just IP.
All right. I hear you. All right, let's do it. How do you want to do it? You want to add a class selector here?
It's okay. No, let's do it your way.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Why can't you just give it an ID, like sign out link?
Yeah, we could do that too.
Yeah.
I'm game. Let's do it.
It's all right. On page.
I dig it. This is gonna be so easy. But I am gonna add a comment of we do not have Rails UJS here, so we're manually triggering what data method used to naturally do.
I don't know if it does it naturally, like if in nature we have a data method, but
okay. Get element by ID. It is sign out link. Add event listener on click. Oh, and I don't even know if I was about to start doing some fat I'm gonna do some fat arrow functions, but
that would be fine because we don't support IE 11 anymore. So
that's true. We do want to prevent default, I imagine.
Yeah.
And we want to get element by ID sign out form.
Yeah.
Submit.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Let me go.
I mean, there is no guard in case the form doesn't exist, but I would say that's okay because, yeah.
Yeah. We have a test for all of it too, so I think we're
good.
Garbage not. Boom.
Can I suggest a different comment?
Yes, please do.
Like rather than referring to what it used to be, just say we do not have Rails UJS here, so we're manually making a link.
Trigger a form. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're manually making a link trigger a form. Cool.
Submit.
Awesome. Yeah, that fixes it. Great. I get to commit and create an MR. This
I think
was.
The test is going to pass.
I think it's going to pass too. So I feel good about all of this.
You think it's going to pass? Like, because I don't know with the click button, to be honest, like, because it's a link.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
It would have failed. You're right.
I thought about that when you wrote it, and then I didn't say anything because I was a bad navigator too.
You should have said something. I think it has to be click link, right?
I don't know if click link is like.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it does.
But what I second guess myself because I think I think click button is smart enough to click a link and then.
I don't think so. Actually, you think so?
50%
Yeah.
chance.
Yes, click link.
Oh,
so...
you can do click on. I'm gonna do click on. I don't think we actually use click on a lot. Oh, we do quite a bit. But
you know what's the worst? You know what's the worst thing that I just realized about those pages?
What is?
Internationalization.
Well, do you think we can fix that while we're here?
No, it's fine. Like, because we don't load the JavaScript that does the thing for internationalization, right? Ooh. And to be honest, we have internationalization here. Sorry.
But you're right, but it's all Rails. Rails is doing it.
Yeah, Rails is doing it.
That's the thing.
And sorry. But yeah, we have it. Yeah. Cool.
So I would like to spend the rest of our pairing time talking about something that comes up in my head almost every day. But I want to open up GitLab.com and side of my a little browser environment. I don't know why you keep asking for that.
Have you created EMR already?
I have not. Okay. Let me go ahead and make a commit and push this up, and while that stuff is loading, then we'll be good to go.
Sorry
No, you're great. So my commit message is we fixed. Let me go to my fixed sign out button in 404/3 pages. And error pages. Added some vanilla JS since we don't have Rails UJS here. Rails UJS was here, we could simply use data method. Cool. Committed that. I'm gonna check out a new branch from this issue number. Fix sign out on error pages. Cool. So that's loading. But here I am at GitLab.com in an environment that does not have JavaScript, and I don't get anything.
Yes, you mean you want to have a no script somewhere?
I want to have a no script somewhere telling you, hey, GitLab works best with JavaScript enabled.
No, actually, you can say GitLab doesn't work without
Yes.
JavaScript enabled because it's actually in our docs that you need JavaScript enabled. So.
Right. But it would be nice to get that message from here because some pages look like there might be some stuff. I think, but or it may even look like some of these work, but sometimes they don't, or whatever. And it would be nice to just not show any of this and just show similar to our error page layout. If you don't have JavaScript enabled, you got to enable it. Like, let's not show any interaction to the user because none of it's really going to work.
You want to, I mean, to be honest, like first iteration to add a no script here that is an alert or whatever that just says that and links to the docs would probably be good enough, right?
Okay. Yeah. Would that just be at like the top of our layout, you think?
I would just add it like here, like whatever, like top of our layout. Yeah. Under the navbar. Like, I mean, you can theoretically do things, right? You can navigate to help, for example, right now, right?
Well,
without JavaScript.
Pretty soon you won't be able to.
Because help will be deleted? Or
well, you won't be getting any help. No, this is going to become a bit more JavaScript. And like the projects is actually a drop down, but you know, this is not a drop down right now. And
yes,
this is going to all be combined pretty soon to one drop down thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to look really sweet. It actually looks really sweet.
Yeah.
But that's got me thinking about no script.
I would, you know, add a no script in the template here, wherever it is right now. And then if you refactor it and, you know, the navbar won't show because it's all going to be JavaScript. So, right.
Yeah. But like, you know, oh, you still got.
Oh, you have?
I don't know what that was. Please turn. Whoa. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that looks sweet.
Why don't we have it everywhere? Like, can you just copy that and into our normal layout? I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let me see. Let me also open this thing up to create an MR while we're doing it.
To be honest, like if you don't find it, it feels like this is a Cloudflare thingy.
Oh, you think so? You notice I'm getting something about a page being missing.
Can you check the HTML that's coming back here? Because yep,
CF.
CF browser verification, Cloudflare.
But that's not going to solve the situation for self-hosted users, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Or it doesn't solve the situation if you're already logged in, I assume.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Okay.
But yeah, go back to the GitLab.com normal page. I would just add a no script tag, to be honest. Like,
okay,
I think there's an issue for this. JavaScript GitLab. Oh gosh, that's a really bad search.
JavaScript GitLab. No, I can't find it.
No, there's a no script, definitely. I know because I think I've created. If there wasn't an issue, I think I've created it like 3 years ago. No script. No script is hopefully distinct enough.
No script. Head. Oh yeah, what's this? Expect Adamatomo? I don't know what that is. That's different. This is something different. Oh, PHP. Oh no, I'm leaving. I don't know what Matomo is. Oh, it must be some sort of, I don't know. Anyways, let me finish creating this MR and then we should be good to go. This MR fixes this issue. by adding the missing JavaScript. We are guessing this was broken when we refactored the Rails.js into.
To be honest, like, I don't know if it's actually related to that at all, because it would work if we were loading main.js. It could be that someone kicked out loading JavaScript from that file, right? Like,
okay, I emphasis on the guess. Cool. Just take a screenshot of this. That it works. Boom. Let me go ahead and sign in and take the before screenshot. Garbage. Alrighty.
but why is this like that? I hate this.
I'm trying my best.
No, it's fine.
Really
I'm so it seems like I've completely wrecked my Ruby install.
Oh man, are you using ASDF?
Yeah, but I
ASDF is
update.
awesome.
Yes, the problem is I updated OpenSSL.
Oh man.
Oh, did you upgrade your macOS version?
Nope.
So start.
I just Homebrew forced me to use a new OpenSSL version. Ugh. Go away.
Sweet. All right, I've got to add one of those sweet change logs. But this is time. So thanks for hopping on and helping out. And this was fun.
Yeah, likewise.
It's good seeing you, IP.
Likewise.
All right. Well,